Alright, so as I'm finishing this video up, I wanted to throw in this little foreword. I know that my first video is almost 30 minutes and it's really hard to get through just me talking. If you're really into the information, it's very informational, but it's very boring. And I know a lot of people click off from that. I have a lot of my other videos like my Carlos the Fish and stuff like that. I hope that you can find it in your minds to give my content a shot. Everything else, I'm trying really hard to make good quality content. I've done 2 car updates from the other cars and 1 kind of episode overview, and now I'm going to do this video right here, and this is talking about the different versions of Pimp My Ride around the world. And I know that there is some alternate versions, but this video is long enough. It's sub 45 minutes, so bear with me. It's enjoyable all the way through. I tried to put in a whole lot of jokes and funny stuff, and it's extremely informational. So I'd look forward to your comments. Please hit the like button, share, subscribe if you do like it, and it'll mean a lot. And if you're feeling generous, I have a Patreon set up, and I'd appreciate any support. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Brain Shatter. I promised you guys more Pimp My Ride content, and it shall be delivered. So let's talk about the different hosts. So everyone around the world that hears Pimp My Ride knows Mr. X to the Z Exhibit. He was the host with the most. They handled almost every episode of Pimp My Ride in the United States. There were 72 episodes that Exhibit did. I say almost every episode because Chameleon did handle one of the last episodes, the Silver Surfer CRX, due to some prior obligations and contract negotiations Exhibit had going on with his new tour and MTV. He wanted more from the show, and they didn't want to give. That ended up creating 5 seasons and 72 special cars here in the United States, Southern California to be precise. The 73rd episode, if you were doing the math, was a Where Are They Now episode for the premiere of Season 5. According to Wikipedia, the American version of Pimp My Ride aired from March 4th, 2004 to December 30th, 2007. But are you aware that there were other versions of Pimp My Ride? Some of you are going to say, sure, Pimp My Ride UK with Tim Westwood. And yes, you're correct. Westwood, I think, pimped about 23 to 24 cars over 3 seasons from 2005 to 2007. Now, were there more? Sure was. There was Pimp My Ride International with Little John and Fat Joe. They pimped 6 cars between the 2 of them. And that was around the end of Pimp My Ride, around season 5, so about 2006. Then later on, as some strange reanimated corpse, MTV resurrected the show in 2011 with Mike Posner pimping Ed's old VW Beetle named Oscar in Great Britain. I wonder if Westwood knew Posner was horning in on his game. So you're thinking, well, maybe, wow, there's some more Pimp My Ride cars and episodes out there. Cool. Yeah, very cool. But MTV wasn't done. In France, they had a Pimp My Ride France hosted by Ramsey Badia. It had 1 season, I believe about 12 cars. Norway, I'm not sure how many cars they did. It was Pimp My Ride Norge. I'm unsure, like I said, of how many episodes. I know at least 1 episode was hosted by Morton. They had Pimp My Ride presented by Coke Zero in Poland. Polish rapper Costa hosted that, and he did about 8 cars. In the Baltic, they had Sezi pimp about 3 cars as the host. Pimp My Ride Brazil had Jimmy London, and they did at least 8 cars. Pimp My Ride Malaysia had a contest with MTV What You Want. Hosts Rich and Ultimate. I'm not sure if they did full cars. I haven't been able to find full episodes of that. But there are little snippets and bits, and they do show 2 cars that are kind of fixed up. So I'm guessing, and they say they're the contest winners, but I've been unable to successfully find full episodes of that. MTV Tuning España in 2011, hosts were Locus and Nervioso, better known as Duo Kai. I think they did about 8 cars. And Pimp My Car Indonesia had 1 episode, and the host was Aldi. I'll be honest, I don't have all the info on all these. Quite a bit, but nothing behind the scenes, as I'm originally a Californian, and now I'm in Tennessee, but I've been in the United States. So the other versions didn't seem to be as into the contestants' privacy. In Pimp My Ride United States, they used other houses. I don't know if they did that overseas and they removed the license plate and blurred things, and over there they didn't. It's kind of bad, but it's helpful for finding information. So finding information is one thing, but finding the people almost 15 years later is not. It's very different, and if the same results happened here with the contestants happened there, there may not be too many of these vehicles left. I'm going to attempt to do videos on all of the cars, and if I can get an interview or at least input from the owners themselves, that would be great. So if you were on the show and you want to chat with me, please reach out. I would love to hear from you. If I can find the cars themselves now and do a walk around, I know I have found a few of them, so that would be epic. The intros were very different to being almost identical to the American version. Some had a few extra words put in, and some just when it popped up the Pimp My Ride on the screen, it would say FR for France or Baltic, and some of them went into full, completely different scenes and sequences. The Pimp My Ride by Coke Zero was completely unique. The Pimp My Ride Norgay was completely unique. The Tuning España had a bunch of different artwork and such, and some of the other ones are in different languages. So it's kind of neat, kind of cool, kind of different. I don't speak any languages. I speak English and bad English, a little bit of Spanish. And I know some cuss words in Albanian. So yeah, that's not helpful for trying to find a way to decode and do, but I'm going to do my best and cover all the cars that I can. So bear with me. This is my video on the different hosts, so please enjoy. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time describing Exhibit. His real name is Alvin Nathaniel Joyner. He was born September 18th, 1974, and he's better known as his stage name, Exhibit. If you've watched Pimp My Ride at all, you know who Exhibit is. He's a rapper. He's very successful and was already very well known. Music wasn't getting him the attention that he really wanted, and that's why he signed up for MTV with Pimp My Ride. He's really well known for Pimp My Ride now, and he'd rather not be known for that. He wants to be known for his music, and he wanted to get into acting, serious acting, and everything else, and he's done really well for himself. I didn't get to meet him personally. I respected his boundaries, and he didn't want to be bugged and everything else, and that's fine. But Erin got to meet him and everything, and she said he was a super duper nice guy and really genuine. And I think when you watch the show, you see his face. He plays the host, but he also plays the everyman. He is doing and seeing and reacting to things the way that we would react to them, and that's why I think he's pointing and laughing at the cars. He's pointing out the silliness of, the headlights held in with chewing gum and roofing tar and everything else. And overall, I think he had a great time. I think he just wants to move on from it. But everybody knows about Exhibit, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on that. Oh my gosh, my shirt changed yellow. Yes, that's because I'm doing this over the course of several different days, trying to make you guys a good product. Anyways, Chameleon. He filled in for one episode, the Silver Surfer CRX, in Season 5, Episode 9. His real name is, I'm hopefully not going to butcher this, Hakeem Teradayo Sariki, and he was born November 28th, 1979. He's from Houston, Texas. He is a rapper, songwriter, businessman, and investor, and he only did the one episode as a fill-in for Exhibit.
Yeah, it's your boy Chameleon filling in for my homeboy Exhibit.
I want to take this thing for a ride.
All right, I'm gonna give you your keys, but you're forgetting about something, man.
What's that?
You've officially been pimped.
Oh.
Gotta love it.
All right, to all the British people out there, I apologize, but this has to be done. Yo, it's your boy Westwood, yeah! So, Tim Westwood hosted Pimp My Ride UK. Most Americans probably haven't seen it, but they might have seen an episode, but I don't know. He's pretty cringy. He's pretty funny. I think that's genuinely how he is, because I've seen some of his different shorts and stuff like that, and that seems just like how he is. There's some things that are pretty funny. He makes fun of a lot of the cars. Pimp My Ride UK did some really old cars. One of the cars they did was a 1959 Ford Anglia, and he rips on that car for being how old it is. Tim Westwood was born October 3rd, 1957. He's older than the car, and he was ripping on it. Pimp My Ride UK did some interesting things with Exhibit and the American version of Pimp My Ride. They did regular, everyday people's cars. And with Pimp My Ride UK and Overhaulin', every now and then they'd have a celebrity or a special guest. Pimp My Ride International even did one, and they only had 6 episodes. One of the cars that they did was for Madonna for her music video for Sorry. They brought her she brought in her Volkswagen conversion like transit van, and they pimped the inside back part of the van for her music video. So, but overall, he had fun with it. He seemed like he was a very genuine, if not cringy, white old guy that acted and spoke like he was a black teenager. But whatever, it was fun. That's all there was. So he's still a DJ, and he's pretty famous. And he interviewed Exhibit a couple different times, and he wouldn't stop talking about Pimp My Ride. And Exhibit finally started yelling at him because he doesn't want to talk about Pimp My Ride. And it was pretty damn funny. So thanks for watching.
When I first started in the car game, I was looking pretty weak out there. I'm a big dog, and I like cars that bang in your face. But Bethan's Morris Minor is nothing but a banger. But that's all about to change. It's about to go down. Westwood's gonna pimp a ride, UK style.
Understand, this is Pimp My Ride, not the Antiques Roadshow. Oh, this is the oldest car ever. Nothing classic about it. Where's my theme music?
So let's talk about Little John. Little John was born in 1971 on January 17th. He's an American rapper, songwriter, DJ, and record producer. He was frontman of the multi-platinum selling rap group Little John and the East Side Boys, and was instrumental in the emergence of the hip-hop subgenre crunk. He is credited with bringing the genre into the mainstream success, and has produced a lot of top 10 Billboard Hot 100 singles, such as Get Low, Goodies, Cyclone, Freak-a-Leak, and Yeah. So, most people know Get Low from the Need for Speed Underground series. So if you're going to associate a rapper or some kind of musician with Pimp My Ride, it was kind of a no-brainer after he got picked from that song for that. So I was personally very happy to see that he was able to do this, and he was very entertaining, and he looked like he took a little bit of extra time to meet with the contestant and hang out with them and get to know them, and overall just have a good time with them and make sure everybody's having a good time. He hosted Pimp My Ride International with Fat Joe separately. They each did 3 cars. I've seen 2 of the episodes of Little John's. He pimped a set of twins, and he pimped a German girl's car. And both times, he seemed like he was having a blast. He was having a good time. The twins, he literally rocked out with in the back of their car and had them drive them around. And it's just funny. He's overall just having a good time. He has a new show called Little John Wants to Do What? Coming out on HGTV. I don't know if it's going to be on their streaming app or if it's going to be actually on their channel. But I'm actually looking forward to seeing it. Basically, it's going to be Pimp My Ride for the house, which is what Extreme Home Makeover and all that other stuff is. But I think this will be actually a little bit more amusing. So, overall, his episodes were short-lived, but they were very amusing, and I enjoyed it. I think it'd be great if they brought Pimp My Ride back and had a whole slew of different rappers and musicians as hosts, or they could bring it back and I'll host it. Or I'll help work on the cars, or whatever. Hire me.
Broke down, busted up, beaten up whips are not just found in the U.S. You can find sorry-looking cars all over the world. Pimp My Ride has gone international. Little John's about to pimp your ride.
You got that right, X.
Turn down for what?
Fear not. Lil Jon is here to pimp their ride. Yeah! Yeah! Yes, yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am in Sweden hooking up two matching metal heads. A nightmare of a car.
Turn down for what?
Windshield crack. Looks like these boys been banging their head too hard. What kind of car is this?
This is an Audi ATL.
What's the L stand for?
This is luxury.
This ain't no damn luxury. Yeah! Yeah! What? Okay!
Turn down for what?
Ooh, I burped. What?
Turn down for what?
Lil Jon is here to pimp her ride. Yeah!
Turn down for what?
Willkommen! What it is, this your boy Lil Jon, here in Germany to rescue a Fräulein in distress.
Are you real?
Touching my nipple, my nipple. There's only one thing left to do. Here you go. One key for you. One key for you. You have officially and internationally been pimped. Let me sprinkle you out with some pimp dust. What? There's nothing else left to say, but your ride has officially been internationally pimped. I sprinkle you with pimp dust. Yeah. Yeah!
Now, I did like the fact that he took his own personal spin on it, and instead of popping a collar, he sprinkled them with pimp dust. I liked that. So for Pimp My Ride International, they also had Fat Joe as one of the hosts. And I don't know that much about Fat Joe. I know his real name is Joseph Antonio Cartagena. Hopefully I said that correctly. He was born August 19th, 1970. He's known better by his stage name, Fat Joe. He's an American rapper and actor from the Bronx, New York. He began his music career as a member of the hip-hop group Digging in the Crates Crew, then forged a solo career and set up his own label, Terror Squad. Some of his best-known songs he's known for is Lean Back, What's Love, and Make It Rain, and All the Way Up. And overall, I can't remember where I saw it, but there is a clip of him, and he's talking about doing Pimp My Ride International, and he said, I'm a big guy, and these European cars are tiny. He's like, I didn't drive any of them. I can't fit in them. He's like, I don't know what they were thinking in terms of that. He's like, but I can't fit in them. And it's pretty funny because he makes the guy with the Trabant, Merrick, he has him drive up and down the street and critiques him as he's zipping by. But it looked like he was having a good time, and the contestants enjoyed him, and I thought he did a good job.
That's right. I'm about to pimp his ride. We in Poland, y'all. And let's face it, what girl wants a guy with a limp biscuit? Yep. Dang. Hey, yo, no wonder Merrick ain't got no love from the ladies. And that's about to change. Cause Fat Joe's about to pimp his ride. Hopefully he doesn't come out with a shotgun in the United States. Merrick! Oh, come on, my man. My man. Let me tell you something. Fat Joe can't fit in this car right here. No, wait, stop.
Sorry.
I'm not driving this car. You crazy? You drive that down the block, we see how I drive. I'm not driving it. Did you think it would look like this?
No,
You're gonna be the man in Poland now, right?
Yes, it's true.
All the ladies gonna wanna ride with you.
Yeah.
Right about now, you have been officially, internationally pimped.
Thank you.
When Pimp My Ride International came back, it was hosted for one episode by Mike Posner, who is Michael Robert Henrian Posner. He was born February 12th, 1988. He's an American singer, songwriter, poet, and record producer.
Hey, this is yours truly, Mike Posner, your host for Pimp My Ride International.
If I could write you a song to make you
fall in love, I would already have you up under my arm.
Ed's Beetle.
I think he had a good time. I think Ed liked his Beetle. Hopefully Ed still has his Beetle. Ed, if you see this, reach out to me. And here's a little bit about him.
I'm about to pimp his ride. So my friend, here are your keys. And you have officially and internationally been pimped.
Said you want to touch that button. Check it out.